Arturo Dark Knight. He's one of our best listeners.
Oh, UV.
UV? Did you just say UV?
Why is there a chicken in my parking lot?
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Hump Day Wednesday night stream here at Reality Skewed Gamers. I'm your host of the most, Ranger J 1999, welcoming you all in for another festive Wednesday stream. If you guys are new, this is the stream where we break down all the latest and greatest in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes news and notes and give you a little bit of insight and what it all means. Joining me on the panel so far, we've got the GAC Whisperer himself, Thane Kyrell, who's apparently AFK. He who is Thane. What is Thane? Okay. We also had Loki, but Loki was having difficulty with his camera, so he will be back on as soon as he can figure out what the hell's going on with his camera. So, welcome to the stream. If you're new to the stream, this is pretty much what it means. We're here to talk about the latest and greatest in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes news and notes. Give you a little bit of insight in our opinions of what it all means. Glad to see you guys here in the chat. If you're new, welcome aboard. If you're an old timer, come on in, grab something to drink, grab whatever you need. Thank you for hanging out with us as always. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, did we get some bombs dropped on us today, and we are going to cover this post in depth and get in it with you guys. But that's not all. This is not the only stream. We've been streaming our asses off today. I know I've been streaming the lunch stream, and I did GAC and covered this news when it first broke. Big news, big announcements, and then we've got the Wednesday night stream. Big shout out to all our VIPs, Patreon sponsors that were hanging out with us in the pre-stream, hanging out with us as we had a heated discussion, but that's what we'd love to have here at RSG. But after this, at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, 11:30 Central, 9:30 Pacific, we got Sir Loki and probably the Boo Boo Kitty going to do their GAC. And if you've never experienced the Boo Boo Kitty with GAC, our boy, are you in for a treat. Other news announcements for just RSG in general. This Saturday, we will have the ladies' night again at 9 p.m. Eastern, I think, or 8 p.m. Eastern. One of the two. 9 p.m. Eastern is what I want to say. But that's neither here nor there. That's coming up as well. So a lot of good stuff for you guys, but let's get into this. Let's rock and roll. Welcome everybody in the chat. I see you in there. Make sure you hit that thumbs up as you get your ass in here. It's just what you need for YouTube. So as you join, hit that damn thumbs up. If you're not followed us yet on YouTube, you should, so you can get the latest analysis on when we go live. We do a lot of streaming here on YouTube and on Twitch. So if you're not following us on Twitch, you should follow us on Twitch too. And maybe think about subbing. Helps the channel. Helps with everything that we're doing, that we can keep putting out the content that we are doing. If you like to have fun and interact with us while we're streaming, if you have something you really want to get off your chest and get our attention, of course, there's always Super Chat. There's also the stream alerts and stream elements that you can do, that you can use for bits and other donations that you can play while we're streaming and have fun doing that. Also, we like to take questions here, so if you have questions, all you need to do is pop your question into the chat. Make sure you follow the format that we use here because, well, it's the way I filter with Nightbot. We use Nightbot as a filter. We have to have a filtering word, and it's pretty simple. The filtering word is question. That's right. Just a simple old word, question. Put that in front of your actual question statement, and that'll highlight that you have a question for us, and we will get to those here in a little bit. So that being said, we're waiting for Sir Loki to get back. He was having some technical difficulties. Let's see if Thane's back. Thane, are you back yet, man? Or are you still doing something? I'm going to assume from the deafening silence that Thane is not back yet. So apparently Thane is doing something, and Loki's having technical difficulties. So it's just little old Ranger J 1999 hanging out with you guys today. So there we go. Glad to see everybody in chat. Hello to everybody in chat. Glad to see you guys here. Keep hitting that thumbs up. All the goodness, all the greatness of RSG washing over you like a nice, covering up like a warm blankie. We all had those blankies when we were little that just yeah. Obito says Thane died on stream. I don't know. Thane, he must be AFK. I mean, he's in the Zoom. There we go. Oh, I have to admit Sir Loki again. Sorry. I was doing the intro and didn't see it. So there we go. Hopefully Sir Loki's got his stuff back. He's connecting to audio. Let's see if we can get him fixed. Let's see what we got going on here. All right. So Loki, are you there with us? Right. So apparently, giggity. All right. We got nobody here but me. Don't have Loki a thing. They're in the Zoom, but they're not actually talky. They're just listening. All right. So that's pretty much simple format. We are going to start breaking it down. Once I can confirm that Thane and Loki are not the Walking Dead and are actually here. Wait a minute. I see Loki trying to do something here. Hold on. I saw something happen with his camera. Oh my God. Is he trying to connect from the afterlife? Loki, if you can hear us, give us a sign. Let us know that you're breathing, my friend. Right. Well, this is going swimmingly. What else? 23. So that would make you the Lone Ranger. Oh, Silver. You just says we only need Ranger. That's why we pay him the big bucks. Well, if I ever got the big bucks, that might be the case. But that's not the case, or you'd be seeing me drowning in hookers and blow right now. You know my motto. Hookers and blow makes everything better. Wait a minute. Loki's still trying to do something with this camera. More technical difficulties. More dots. He was on the pre-stream. So was Thane. I don't know what to tell you guys. They was here. So keep getting your questions in the chat, and we will scoop those up. Glad to have you guys here on this hump day. Rest, relax, enjoy yourselves as we get ready to rock and roll and cover this ginormous post from Capital Games, the creators of SWGOH. Poor Loki, man. He's having all kinds of camera issues. Yep, not working. Almost there. Just a little further. Apparently Thane's here, but he's not really here. So, yeah. Don't worry. I, being Ranger J 1999, will persevere and make sure that we have an awesome stream as we start covering the news. I'll give these guys a minute or two to get their situation sorted, but if not, we will begin with this incredible post that was posted today from Capital Games. If you guys didn't see it, of course, we had the lunch stream today. I had fun doing that. But then we, as soon as this news broke, I was on Twitch. We covered it on Twitch as well. But we also did my GAC. Had a ton of fun over on Twitch today doing GAC and covering this news and just having fun over there. So if you guys had a chance to check that out. And then now we're doing the big Wednesday night stream. So we lost Sir Loki again. Now I need to watch so I can let him back in. So apparently there is some technical difficulties going on with Sir Loki. I guess him and the Hammer are fighting. Something's going on there, and Thane has just left the world. He is in hate mode and is not with us right now. I tried to do a seance here, folks, but it's not helping. Thane's not speaking. Loki can't connect, so the spirits are not with the stream today. These things happen. Technical difficulties, but what can you do? All right. Hello, everybody. I see everyone saying hi. Fatality, Darth Revan, what else? Yuta, all the people that we know. Kenpachi's in here. Yeah, the Revanita, Maz, a lot of good people in here today. Glad to see all you guys hanging out. All right. Give them another minute. If not, I'm going to start reading this post. We'll just have to play catch up because I don't want to leave you guys in suspense for the next 2 hours as we break this stuff down. So, keep getting your questions in. We will get to the Q&A. We will cover the questions. I'm sure you guys have a buttload of questions that you guys have in store for us. Finn says, should I add to the awfulness and join voice? Well, that's up to you, Finn. You want to call a fire truck again by Loki. That's if Loki can get his stuff to connect. So, but it's all good. I got this covered. All right. right, Loki's trying to get in again. Let me see if I can get him in here. Let's try this again. I've admitted, Sir Loki. He's connecting to audio. Let's see if this will work. All right, we see Sir Loki. There he is. There's the sexy Buddha. Huzzah! Yay! We did it. Huzzah! We fixed it. Yay! Loki, say something so we know your voice is working.
Say something.
Hey! Huzzah! Yay! We did it. Great job, guys. Did a great job. Worked hard. Did it. You got it fixed. Way to go. All right, Sir Loki. Are you ready to break this shit down?
Yeah, man.
All right. All
Do
right.
it.
All right. I don't know where Thane is, but if Thane's going to come back and say something, we'll see what he says. All right. So we're ready to cover this post from Capital Games, creators of Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. Huzzah! All right. Let's go in this. I'm going to take this by sections, Loki. We'll get your and Thane's opinion. Well, we'll get yours. I don't know what the hell Thane's doing. Do you think Thane's like, I don't know, is he smoking weed right now? What do you think's going on there, Loki? What's Thane up to? He's
No clue, man.
disappeared. If you had to take a guess, though, again.
I thought you guys talked about this already during.
We did, but we're doing it all over again because the people that watch Twitch don't necessarily watch YouTube, so we have to cover all the news. And Loki, you know how this works. Why are you being like this?
I don't know.
Why are you being like this, Loki? You know how we do things. God. All right. So that being said, let's rock and roll. All right. Let me get into the mode here because I have to read this all over again. We're going to get into it. And if you want to, we don't get Thane's opinion, we got it. But hopefully Thane gets his ass in here. And I don't know. Maybe he had to do number 2, perhaps. All right. Let's begin. From our good friend, the wonderful CG Salacious B. Crumb, The Road Ahead, April 2021. He says, hello there, Holotable Heroes. Well, hello, Crumb. How are you? He says, Dear Ranger, it hurts me on the inside. No, he didn't say that. I just made that up. He says, I hope you're doing well since our last chat and enjoyed the Bad Batch puzzles that kicked off April. We are currently getting ready for our annual May the 4th celebration with a whole host of upcoming changes. We've got a number of important announcements to tell you about in this road ahead, so let's dive right in. Well, I mean, that's what we're going to do, Loki. We're going to dive right in. All right, first up to bat, we've got the Bad Batch. This is really nothing shocking here, Loki. I'm just going to read what it says, and then we'll talk about it briefly, but then we're going to move on. So, the Bad Batch. April has been an exciting month for Clone Wars fans. We have released 3 clone troopers from the upcoming show, which also begins the process of building our new Bad Batch faction. These new units have some of our favorite animations and character designs, and I think you can tell that the team was committed to making these units extra special. We've got another reveal next week that coincides with the release of the new series on Disney+, so stay tuned to the forums for the 4th member of the Bad Batch. We know who it's going to be. It's going to be Crosshair, so we'll have the 4 Bad Batch. We've talked in nauseam about Wrecker. Anything else you want to add here, Loki or Thane, if you're there, to anything about Wrecker or anything about the Bad Batch?
No, not really.
Okay,
I mean, when are they dropping his? When can we start getting them?
Tomorrow, I believe, right? Didn't we just have an update on that?
The 29th. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that's what's going to go on, and then May the 4th we'll get, or maybe they'll release it next week. I don't know, but I mean, they released this kit or information last week, right? And then so we've seen this kit already, so probably Marquee tomorrow. Wasn't there an update today on the game?
It said 5:15, so I mean it's supposed to happen now. The update.
Well, I don't have the game open, so you can let me
see.
know. Loki is on top of it. We go to our man Loki. He's at the scene. Loki, you have the game open right now. Can you tell all of the people out there in the world what is happening in your game right now?
Absolutely nothing.
Okay. We'll go back to Loki in a few minutes when something pops
No
up.
restart yet.
Okay, so what is it, like 15 minutes I waited last time for the last restart?
Yeah, they say 5:15 and it was like 7 o'clock. When
Right. Yeah. All right. So that's Bad Batch. Here we go. Continue with
what? You know what? I actually had a question. Or I had a question for you. Is
Yes, I like women.
Wrecker is supposed to he gets stacks of fury, right?
Yes.
So he gets stacks of fury for every Bad Batch and Clone Trooper, I guess. But my question is do you think there are Bad Batch Clone Troopers? So does that count as 2 pieces of fury?
That's a great question, does it? I
do
don't
you
know.
think?
I I don't think so. They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't go bananas like that with because he's got there's a max.
Well, they've done it with other tunes, like Vader gets Empire and Sith,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I don't know, just something to think about because if that's the case, then he can start the battle immediately with 9 stacks of fury, and he should have all the abilities unlocked.
Darth Revan's confirming that it does, Loki, in the chat.
It should, right? Like I was thinking about that. Okay. So that's kind of cool. I don't know. I was just thinking out loud.
Yeah, Obito's saying, it counts based on the wording. So there you go. Okay. So that changed your opinion a little bit about old Wrecker?
Oh, got the client restart.
Oh, that came quick. That's what she said.
Has it changed my mind, though? So
no, it hasn't changed your mind. Okay.
But it's good. Out the gate, he I guess he has Furious or whatever and has all the last paragraphs of every ability unlocked, which is good. You know.
All right. Thane, any thoughts? Nope, he's still in hate form.
Ready to wreck, yeah. So he is on the Galaxy of Heroes newsletter. So Wrecker is now officially in the game.
There we go. All right, you ready to?
You want me to read the other stuff?
Yeah, you want to read it?
Sure. I mean, I booted up the game. It restarted. So Wrecker's now in the game. And then for a limited time, all drops on nodes that are directly reward characters required for Galactic Legend Rey and Supreme Leader Kylo are now doubled. So we have double drops starting April 29th and the 30th. This does not include Galactic Legend event tickets, though. It's just the requirements for Galactic Legend Rey and Supreme Leader Kylo. So interesting that they drop double drops. Give us less than a day notice on that. Good for them. Here's the interesting one. Grief Karga and the Mandalorian have been added to the list of accelerated characters. So
makes sense. They're a year old now. Yeah, they came out this time.
Yeah, so a lot of these. So they're starting to put Mando tunes in there. Speed you up to get Bam, and then you can go get your Razor Crest, I guess.
Very nice. All right.
But, those are in the inbox. So back to you, Ranger.
All right, that was our man Loki out on the scene. Loki, be safe out there. I can see that the game's what?
Yeah.
I always do that thing with the ear, like, all right, we go to our man Loki. Can you hear us, Loki? And then you always like that 5-second delay, like, Ranger, yeah, I'm here. All right. Continue with our Clone Wars era content. Our 4th conquest will feature a new reward unit, Commander Ahsoka Tano. Look at her. Just look at her. She looks delicious, Lucky. Just want to have her beat my ass right now. All right. Much like all our Bad Batch units, Commander Ahsoka Tano is inspired by key moments from Season 7 of the Clone Wars. She is designed to be stronger than a marquee character, but not quite at the scale of an epic confrontation unit. We are also increasing the amount of shards you will be able to earn throughout an event. You'll be able to unlock Commander Ahsoka at 7 stars after 3 hard conquests if you're earning the maximum reward crate and purchase your shards from merchants.
Hang on. Sorry.
Oh, we have to break. Hold on. Let me do it right. All right, we've just got more information from our man Loki, who's on the who's at the scene at the SWGOH site. All right, so Loki, what do you got for us?
If you check the journey guide, Jedi Master Kenobi is in the journey guide now. That dude is blazing fast coming our way. So FYI. All
right. So we have news that the new Jedi Master Kenobi can be seen in the journeys guide in the game. Do they have like his hollowed out image there, Loki, where you can see him in the game, or is just
he's there and the first requirements list is already posted.
Wow.
So he is officially in the game.
Well, how's he looking, even though he's in ghost form?
There is no. There's no ghost form. It's his portrait. It's the same portrait that they put in the Road Ahead post.
Okay.
And it says coming soon, and it's got required units, and
we'll get to that.
There are another 10 units that we need. So a bunch of question mark boxes, but the first 5 are there. GK, Ayla, Mace, Bo-Katan, and Negotiator are there.
Right. All right. Wolfell says Ranger channeling his inner Rima on Ahsoka still under 18. Well, Rosario Dawson isn't, and that's the image that they use for Ahsoka. So, growl. All right. So you will be able to unlock Commander Ahsoka at 7 stars after 3 hard conquests if you're earning the maximum reward crate and purchasing her shards from merchants. So, Ahsoka's coming to the game. You're going to get her through Conquest, and if you get her pack, I guess, whatever pack that's going to be in the store to unlock her after 3 conquests. Not a marquee, a little bit higher than a marquee, but not an epic confrontation character. Loki, we haven't seen her kit. We don't know anything yet. What are your thoughts on this announcement and how we're going to get her and everything like that?
I think it's great. Very accessible, in my opinion.
Yes.
So I mean, who's going to complain about that? Obviously, if you need to get your teams up to beat, it's conquest hard, right? Like you have to do hard mode. Is that what it says?
Max reward box, yeah.
Yeah, so it's fantastic. They are probably going to transition Razor Crest out, or they're going to.
We're going to get to that. I'm going to cover that next.
No worries.
Yes. Yeah. So
I apologize. I haven't read the road ahead. I've been at work all day. A lot of the skewers have been messaging me. I was on the pre-stream earlier and we were kind of talking about it, but overall, this makes Conquest very important now, and we see now that CG wants to reward us for doing Conquest. So
yes.
Ahsoka's big news, making it accessible like this is always a good thing. It's I don't see a paywall other than you having a good enough roster to beat hard mode, hard Conquest, and overall I think it's great.
All right. So we'll move on because you just had that question. So the 4th Conquest event will also mark some refinements to the Conquest unit cadence and how we plan to address these units in game. Thane, any thoughts on that? Thane's still not with us. I think I need an old priest and a young priest to channel Thane here, Loki. Oh, Christ. All right, so these are the changes. So these are the refinements that they're making, Loki, okay? Number 1. When we release a new unit to Conquest, we will do the following with previous Conquest exclusive units. The older unit will remain in the end of event rewards that will see the amount awarded in prize box reduced. The amount of Conquest currency needed to purchase shards will be slightly reduced. And its unit shards will appear more frequently at normal and hard no merchants wandering scavenger. So what they're saying here is when after this Conquest we get the next one, which will be in May. Or whenever the next one is, right? You'll start getting the Ahsoka shards, but you're still going to get Razor Crest shards after this Conquest. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense to me, I guess,
and
yeah.
Cost less to get the Razor Quests and so forth, right? 2. Several months later, a 3rd new unit will be introduced to Conquest, and the first unit, Razor Crest, in this case will leave end of event pricing, stay on node merchants, wandering scavenger, and get added to Conquest shipments for crystals and Conquest currency. So we know Ahsoka's going to be here, and then several months from now, when the next character gets released, it'll be this character plus Ahsoka, which you'll be working on. You'll get less shards for her if you're not done with her, but you'll work on the new unit, and then Razor Crest goes different places. You with me so far?
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. And 3, the last step for these units occur approximately a year after their initial release. So after a year of Conquest and stuff, the cycle, the unit will become more widely available and be moved to somewhere more accessible. The final details are undecided at this time, but we're looking at adding to a Journey Guide style event or a Galactic Challenge. We'll have more info on this in the future. So as we start getting more characters you need out of Conquest store, right? The older characters will be moved to other areas. They haven't made a final decision on that, but you'll still see them in the other places like the Wonder Scoundrel and all that. But when it gets to a year, then they'll find where you're going to go get them. So if you want to get them at that point, you can go rock and roll and get them.
Makes sense.
And then it said, last but not least, you still have plenty of time to finish unlocking the Razor Crest, but the focus on different units will shift as new Conquest units are released. So you're still going to get Razor Crest. If you want to finish that ship, you can. You'll be able to get the shards if you want to finish that ship. But the priority for more rewards of the newer characters will be the priority. So if you want to go max for Ahsoka, that's still right. If you say, like, for you and me, we'll have unlocked Razor Crest at this point by the time Conquest is done, Loki. But that doesn't mean that we won't still be getting Razor Crest shards. But if we want to finish it, it's not as fast as if they were working on Ahsoka.
Right.
All right.
Makes sense.
Any questions on that?
I'm good, man.
Mm-hmm. Thane, any questions? No? All right, let's move on. don't know what happened to Thane. He he said he'd go AFK and then he just went AFK and then never came back. All right, next part of this post, Conquest catch-up. All right. This is also a good time to catch up a bit on the structure of Conquest. At a high level, Conquest had a very successful launch with the exhibition events, and most bugs or issues that were found were fairly minor. There's still a lot we want to do in terms of polishing and expanding the experience, but we were able to gather a ton of data from the hard and normal runs. We are in the midst of reviewing this data along with your feedback and are still working on the roadmap, but there are a few things we can share now. Our next Conquest, Conquest 4, has some larger balance changes planned for it, but we want to make sure that these changes maintain a similar level of balance as when it launched. We're planning on changing the sector bosses, swapping out some of the data disks. Deployable cooling systems, Dread, and Quickening will be replaced with Entrenched, Convor's Agility, and Future Vision. The cadence for this and the next few Conquest events have been switched to once per month. This may change in the future as we monitor how this impacts players' time in the game, but this will give us some time between events to review data from the previous event and adjust accordingly. We are looking at the next 5th Conquest event as our first chance to significantly refresh the experience with different matchups, feats, and potentially new modifiers. We haven't finalized the details at the moment, but the intention is to expand the theory crafting space with a blend of old and new challenges. So that's the Conquest catch-up. Your thoughts, Loki, as you're hearing this for the first time?
It was expected. What I gathered from this is Conquest is not going away. It's a game mode that they are continuously updating. They're monitoring. We all knew that the deployable cooldowns was busted as hell.
So is Quickening, man. Let's not joke, man.
All of it. I mean, yeah. So they removed all the ones that I collect 5 or 6 of.
Right.
And yeah, it was expected, unfortunately, and I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I don't think I'll have any issues. We just I gotta play a little bit different now, but I leaned heavily on those 2 data discs. They were the only 2 I went for. And an
offense, I bet too, right?
No, I didn't even need it, man. You just need those 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you just need those 2, and you just stick it on auto and everything. And then go back and then just do all the little feats and what have you.
Right.
But hopefully it's a good change. Not sure why they didn't catch it in the first place, but who would have thought that a data disk that lets you reduce all your cooldowns really easily would break the game, but I guess they didn't catch that. So hopefully the ones that they replace them with are good. I don't want them to replace it with something crappy, because then I just won't use them, and that's not the point. I think you put the data discs in there so people can have a different experience in the game, but we obviously want to win at the end because we want to get those Ahsoka shards now and the Razor Crest shards. And if CG makes that too difficult, then you're going to have a lot of unhappy people. So whatever they replace it with, hopefully it's equally as good and doesn't break the game mode, and then we move on. All
right. Next up, here we go. As you just announced there, Loki, the next Galactic Legend. The Bad Batch and Commander Ahsoka are the beginning stages of Galaxy of Heroes revisiting the Clone Wars and will lead to a new round of Galactic Legends from the same era. Notice it said Galactic Legends. Just want to point that out.
Oh, there's definitely going to be. Yeah, for sure.
Just keep that in mind. This time we're doing the release a bit differently with just one Galactic Legend at a time. Releasing them in pairs has been exciting but difficult for players. Not only does it decrease the time and the spotlight for each unit, and can be very difficult to unlock them together if you really enjoy both of the factions these units are focused on improving. So, who is the new Galactic Legend? Maybe you caught it from my opening line. It's Jedi Master Kenobi. Come on down. You're the next contestant for Galactic Legend status. And I got to say, that portrait of Ewan McGregor as Kenobi from Revenge of the Sith looks fantastic. All right. Galactic Legend Kenobi is inspired by Obi-Wan Kenobi during Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. Jedi Master's Kenobi visual appearance will be drawn directly from Revenge of the Sith, as well as having most of his abilities inspired by movements from the movie. I'm sure you've already got some guesses, but this will include some subtle homages to his best lines and movements from the film. Other parts of his kit are inspired by his standing as the exemplar Jedi Master, a very capable leader and patient listener. Jedi Master Kenobi will be an extremely powerful unit and on par with other Galactic Legends. Just like previous Galactic Legends, we will be rolling out the requirements over time, but this time with a schedule for when you can expect to see them. You can find the first group below, but the next set of requirements will be announced on 5/19, and the final set will be posted on June the 2nd. There will be double drops associated with each of these announcements to help you prepare and unlock this newest Galactic Legend as soon as he is released. So, Jedi Master Kenobi Group 1 requirements. These are the first 5 that are needed. General Kenobi, Relic 8. Negotiator, only 6 stars, so you don't need a 7-star Negotiator. Mace Windu, Relic 3. Rambam just creamed his jeans. Somewhere he exploded. No one explodes better than Rambam when it comes to Mace. I know. Ayla Secura, Relic 3, and Bo-Katan at Relic 5. So, that is the announcement for Kenobi. What do you think there, Locomotive? Requirements.
Nothing crazy, I don't think. I mean, you know, we talked about this at the beginning of the month already.
We got to give you credit. You said they were going to one Galactic Legend in your crystal ball. You said you foresaw this, Loki. I jumped on the bandwagon with you. Now, I got the Ahsoka stuff right, but credit where credit's due. Galactic Legend one at a time. Loki, you saw this coming, man.
You know what? I will give credit to the people that made that stupid Kenobi post where somebody was defusing it and saying it was a Photoshop job. Shame on you for doing that, whoever that was. That's really who gets the credit, honestly. I mean, however they knew about that and got that screenshot, you know, half truths, right, is all it takes. But really, I think the writing was on the wall about the 1GL. You know, we mentioned this on stream last week, couple weeks ago, that it lowers the you know, the chances of customer satisfaction going to crap. And what I mean by that is if you give the player too many choices and they pick the wrong choice at that time, it is a whole customer satisfaction issue. And I can totally see why they did it. I'm okay with that. I mean, you know, for a pay to play player, they're the ones who are going to complain the loudest. If you throw 3 GLs in front of them and they don't pick the right one, somebody's going to complain. And I'm sure they had a lot of refund claim tickets through Google and Apple and what have you and all that. So doing it this way, hats off to CG for doing it. You know, gives the other players, you know, the smaller whales, the free to plays and all that. Yeah, it makes your decision a little bit harder now because you were probably planning to get your first GL or maybe your second, third, or fourth at this point, or just your third. But now they throw a 5th one at us, and I can see them doing that. You know, from now on. And overall, I mean, you know, we were talking about it during the pre-stream and can't please everybody, right? But I think you lower your customer satisfaction issues if you, you know, limit those choices in the very beginning. So now somebody can look at the kit when it comes out and decide, oh, do I go for Sith Eternal? Do I go for Jedi Master Kenobi? Do I go for Jedi Master Luke? They give you a lot of those kinds of choices, but I think, you know, doing it on the initial release is the right way to do it. And again, it's going to limit the amount of problems. The other thing that we didn't talk about, and, you know, I was thinking about this earlier, was they're not going to do this anymore because, let me back up. I mentioned this during the stream, is they had the rework with Kylo. The problem with the whole thing was they released Rey and Kylo at the same time. Rey was dialed in, right? They didn't do anything to Rey. She was perfect. But whoever was programming Kylo probably, you know, forgot to do something, forgot to put a sentence in his kit. This gives them time to fix the tune. And they don't have to worry about 2 of them, right? They worry about Jedi Master Kenobi and that's it. So, you know, due to limited resources, maybe on CG's side, I think this is a great move. Again, customer satisfaction, making sure the kit can be fixed right away and they don't have to worry about dealing with the other GL that they release at the same time. So it's purely a a business standpoint. And again, you can't please everybody, but I think they've done a great job here to not only release a brand new GL, but to also keep him on check, monitor his kit, see how he's going to react with the other 4 GLs in the game, and go from there. And then once they get all that nailed down, then Ranger and I, we're speculating the other GL is going to come pretty soon. So it's probably going to be Dark Side. Yeah, and it's probably going to be Dark Side, and they'll do the same cadence and checks and balances kind of thing that they do in the background. So
right,
that's it in a nutshell. I think overall, my hat's off to him.
All right. You ready to move on to the rest of this post? There's still plenty of more stuff to cover here, brother. You ready?
Yeah. I've briefly gone over the kit and whatever the skewers told me and whatever we did on the.
Okay, so moving on. So it's May the 4th celebration. Speaking of double drops, we have some exciting plans for May the 4th besides the 4th Bad Batch announcement. In celebration of May the 4th, we are rewarding double drops in light side battles, dark side battles, mod battles, cantina battles, and fleet battles on May the 4th and 5th. This is a great opportunity to start preparing for Galactic Legend Kenobi or finish your progress on a previous Galactic Legend. There will also be special packs and bundles, and it wouldn't be a celebration without 3 Clone Wars Chewie shards and an inbox full of goodies, an awesome Bad Batch portrait entitled Bad Batch, which has got the 4...
Hey, Ranger, real quick.
Yes, sir.
What if you needed a Relic 8 Clone Wars Chewbacca with Jedi Master Kenobi?
Then I would get a Relic 8 Clone Wars Chewbacca for...
Because he's Galactic Republic, right?
Yeah, so if
we're speculating he's going to be Galactic Republic.
Yeah, I mean, there may be a character too that all my characters are 7-star and they're geared mostly. This is a gear thing for me. It's just, do I want to get the gear and do I want to invest a little bit to get them? For me, I'm in a really good spot because I just got Bo-Katan. I mean, the first announcement there I'm like, Bo, Negotiator, Kenobi, check. I just have to get Mace and Ayla who are farmed to Relic status, and it's only Relic 3. And with we getting double drops.
You know what, man? I have a stupid question for you. I know we have Clone Wars Chewbacca.
Yes.
This is the Clone Wars Chewbacca that saved Grandmaster Yoda, right? And threw him in the little ship. And
yes.
Okay.
With his papa.
But so I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I just have funny. I'm just thinking about Clone Wars Chewbacca never had interaction with GK or Jedi Master.
Nope. Not that
It's only Yoda, right?
Yeah. Just Yoda.
Yoda and then Kashyyyk and the planet and then whatever the other Wookiee was and Okay. Mm-hmm. Because GK was fighting Grievous at that time, right? When Yoda was
GK was on the planet. He was on Mustafar.
Correct.
Yoda was on Kashyyyk, and it was I'm trying to, it was Chewbacca, and I want to say, I can't remember the guy's name. I think it was Tarful. It was the other one that was with him, and I think that was his father. So I
don't know. Whatever.
I can't remember. So
no worries. I was just wondering if Chewbacca ever ran into
just said
GK.
that I got it right. Tarful. Okay, so there we go. He actually says her name as he's leaving. Okay.
Please continue.
Okay, so this is what you get for. I'm not going to read all this. Do you want me to read all the goodies that you get for May the 4th?
No, don't even bother with that. Somebody, Darth Revan 1023 also said there's an update post too, so we have to.
We'll cover that next. We'll get to that next
when the road ahead's done.
Once we get through.
I don't need to hear all that.
Yeah. All right. First, we have the Bad Batch portrait. MK went. Oh, we got some car action going on. Someone just did the car. We got some car.
Oh no! Somebody found it in.
Brother, we got spammed during GAC with that. We got raided by Cubs. And all the Cubs fans saw that and just went bananas doing that one over and over again. And Cubs was
Appreciate
giving me
that. Yeah,
it was funny as hell. Cubs was.
It's our most popular one, probably. You should put a screenshot of that. I think you can see that in stream elements.
I know, right? I don't know if that one's the most popular one or if it's the new Boo Boo Kitty one because we know how that went last time we did.
That was so funny.
I mean, between that, Bye Felicia and Boo Boo Kitty with your impersonation, those three have just been spammed religiously since we put them on there. So
we're working on more, man.
We're working on more. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, upcoming title updates. All right, next one. Finally, let's talk about title updates. Okay, let's talk about it. More call action going on. Someone's calling. Jesus Christ. Finally, more. Are we going to get spammed again? Do I have to turn stream alerts off? Just waiting. I almost did, man. It was so crazy. I mean, they were going bananas with it. All right, upcoming title updates. Finally, let's talk about title updates. These updates usually introduce a new feature or major changes to the game, but we are shifting to more frequent title updates this year. These will be smaller in scope, but the increased regularity enables us to perform fixes to Conquest quicker, along with many other important improvements. Earlier this month, you saw one of these title updates in action with the improved guild search tools and menus. You loved those, didn't you, Loki? I know you did. The previous schedule for large title updates would have made it troublesome to schedule the guild search changes when there are so many other things we want to get to. But this increased frequency means we can address some of these quality of life issues on a more regular basis. Our next title update is coming in early May and is targeted on at the early game experience, though players at every level will likely notice some changes. We've wanted to address the early game experience for a while, and we will start with the update with updating which characters all players receive as part of their early onboarding. While the initial characters in the game made sense for where we were 5 years ago, we're excited to change these up for characters that should be immediately recognizable for anyone with a basic knowledge of Star Wars, as well as setting up new players for better success in the early game. There will be a list of these changes in future update notes, so keep an eye out for that. Even with all these improvements in the works, we are still working on larger features and big releases. These smaller title updates will target specific areas of Galaxy of Heroes that need improvement and continue to grow this game for years to come. As you can see, there's a ship load of changes coming to the game, and I hope you're as excited as we are for the next few months in Galaxy of Heroes. Thank you all for reading, and see you on the holo tables. All right, gobble that all up there, Sir Loki, and tell us what you think.
I feel shippy. How about that? I don't know. Ship's gonna be good. I don't know. I
more ships, ship loadouts, ship stuff, ship raids.
Well, they need to do quality of life in ships. We need loadout. We need. I mean, we mentioned the Crumb on our stream one of the Wednesdays. We asked them about ship hardware. They said they were looking at it again. So, ship mods might be a thing. I don't know.
All right.
You know, it would eliminate the coin flip, and that'd be interesting. I'm excited, man. I mean, I think a lot of the things they said are priority for the game. We know Conquest is a thing. We know the GLs every year a thing. But you know, hearing about ships and them going back and touching up existing game modes is it's always a good thing to hear that, man.
Yeah. What about the early introduction stuff to get new players excited and change the experience in the beginning? And they've really been focusing on that. I think that's really smart.
It's customer retention. It's you know, it's marketing. It's they're focusing on all that. I mean, that's because that's where your money is you got to keep the people. I mean, you know, another thought I had too, Ranger, is, you know, if they show Jedi Master Kenobi and they show the requirements, and a lot of these requirements are day one tunes, right? Like you said it, you have them all 7-star. You just got to gear them, right? What if older players want to come back and they're just like, you know what? I want to go get Jedi Master Kenobi just for the hell of it. This gives them that opportunity, right? Like, I mean, you know, we're on Remon's stream, you know, on Sunday. I mean, he could go for it, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure he's got Ayla at 7-star and he's got Mace at 7-star. He's just got to gear him now, right? So that's a business opportunity I think that they're looking into, is how to get those old players back. I mean, you know, we talk about, you know, we've had Warrior again on Jedi Academy. He's come back to the game. He had no GLs right at the beginning of the year, or you know, 8 months ago, I guess. You know, he came back and he's having fun with the game again, and he's got 4 GLs now, right? So there's a lot of those accounts out there, man. Real, you know, the old school Alliance Alpha accounts and stuff, you know, stuff like that. I mean, they're floating around, and if CG releases these things and does touch-ups to these game modes, it could entice those players to come back. You know, you just never know.
Do you think Remon would go for General Master Kenobi, or do you think he would be full of ship? Do you think he would give a ship to try?
You know, I don't know. I think Remon is still a Luke guy, right? I mean, he's really a Luke guy. He went for Kylo. I mean, he's SLKR guy too now. So, but yeah, I mean, if I had an account that I didn't play for 2 years, and suddenly I can maybe try to go for a character like Jedi Master Kenobi, and and I had some of the Jedi requirements, I don't know. I mean, you could do it.
Yeah.
I don't see why not.
All right. So that is the road ahead post. We got more to cover, guys. This is just the beginning of the news. We got a content update that just came out today. Pretty to the point, but it's got a lot of stuff in here, as you can see, so we're going to cover it. All right. So, content update from our friend, the awesome CG Salacious B Crumb, 4/28/2021. He says, "Hi, Holotable Heroes." Hi, Crumb. Says, today's update brings Record, the resilient and dauntless commando of Clone Force 99, to the holotables. This extra-large, genetically engineered soldier protects his clone trooper and Bad Batch allies with a ferocity and strength that few other clones possess. After taking damage from his enemies, Record turns his Fury into a new, indispensable buff, Furious, which boosts his abilities with additional effects. Record's large stature and demeanor means he is not particularly suited for sneaking around, and there are few words he hates more than stealth in battle. Whenever Record gains stealth, he dispels it and gains taunt. Record would much rather rip enemy droids apart with his hands, use another droid as a melee weapon, or just blow the whole thing up. Quiet is not part of this clone's vocabulary. Unlock Record in the all-new marquee event, Clone Force 99, which should be coming out tomorrow. All right.
Dude, I will say one thing, man. His animation is
It
looks awesome.
I think all
man.
the animations look really good. They really
all
did
the Bad Batch they did really good.
Yeah.
Utilizing that Unity engine and I'm looking at it right now in emulator. Like I got my BlueStacks at like 240 refresh, you know, and dude, it just looks awesome, man. Like very nice. I mean, they did a good job with these, man.
Absolutely. All right. News. The first set of requirements for Galactic Legend General Master Kenobi have been announced. Read the latest road ahead for more information. It lists the requirements again. It says, for a limited time, all drops and nodes that directly rewards characters required for Galactic Legend reign Supreme Leader Kylo Ren have been doubled. This event is active on April 29th and 30th. Note, this does not include Galactic Legend event tickets. It never does. May the 4th double drops. In celebration of May the 4th, we are rewarding double drops on light side nodes, and we already read all that. Does not include Galactic Legend tickets. The May calendar has been posted and added to the client. May's day login character will be Cody. I wonder if Cody will be a requirement for General Kenobi. What do you think, Loki?
For Jedi Master Kenobi? Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. So there you go.
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Okay, and then Galactic Challenges will have a minimum level requirement of 50 starting on May the 3rd. So if you're going to do Galactic Challenges starting on May the 3rd, you have to have a minimum level requirement of 50. Okay, that's a change. Characters and ships. We see Wrecker. Says for more from this unit, check out the kit reveals. We see Wrecker here. Nothing there. Shard Shuffle. These characters or ships are now available in the following locations. Grief Karga and the Mandalorian have been added to the list of accelerated characters. You touched on this before. This increased their shard supply and adjusts their shard shop conversion rate to match. So you can get those guys fast. It's been a year. Can you believe that since I wailed out on those two guys? Old Grief and Mando, eh? And they are now double drops. Loki, what do you think?
That's great. I mean, it's good for the new players. They can go get the Mandalorian tunes now. You know, it's a great addition to the collection. I'll tell you that.
What am I seeing in chat? You'll mention what to me? Do I have a booger on my nose?
Oh no. I was going to say when you were all done, I have a list of like data mine if you want to go over it.
We'll go over that
It's
after this.
on SWGOH events.
Yeah, so it talks about the Wrecker event. It'll be tomorrow. You get Wrecker.
Yep.
Fixed an issue that caused SKR's cooldowns to not be reset when his ultimate ended. Fixed an issue that allowed craft multiple types of dark troops and gear 12 pieces. I mean, you can read the rest of these. Event BB-8's head no longer falls off during pieces of plants intro cinematics. Packs and bundle. We've got the records just like the other ones. You get 30 shards. You bada bing. And then, of course, the marquee pack, the dreaded Swevens, which I will not be purchasing. I was thinking about the Bad Batch. I will get those packs, those 1999, just to give me the 4 stars. Why not, right? But when I was looking at like I still can't. There's no way in hell that I'm getting these Swevens. I can't do it. I'd rather get like $400 or $500.
It just depends what you're gonna need them for, man. I mean, I'm waiting, but I'm with you. I'm gonna if they bring out those Mando packs like they did with
yeah, I'll get that. I'll get the 1999
Yeah.
ones, and then I'll just get like some vaults, and then I'll just get them out of the shard store. Why not, right?
Yeah, I would do it. I mean, right now they're useless. I mean, you can't use them yet.
No.
I have some speculation with Jedi Master Kenobi, but I mean, right now, I mean, even some of the whales in my guild, I mean, they're barely. I mean, they're reaching putting like that team. I mean, maybe it's going to be good when we have to do the 4 additional teams or 8 additional teams.
Oh yeah.
In GAC, but right now, it's just you need them all. So I mean, we're going to get the last piece, I think, to the puzzle soon. Crosshair. And we'll see what they can do,
Yeah, absolutely. Okie dokie in the pokey. That covers the update. Now, Loki, you have to tell me something or cover something with me?
No. I was just, if you wanted to, I can just go through the SWGOH events data mine. So,
yeah, go for it.
I'll just go down the list real quick, but they talk about Wrecker. So they have Wrecker's Furious and Fury are added to the game. The battle effects is what they call it. Battle effect Dauntless Courage. Whatever this is, I'm going to assume it's his, but 5% offense. Yeah, so that's just an effect. Yeah, Wrecker's kit stuff. So bonus 25 box of crystals May the 4th. So it looks like they're going to have the 25 off crystal packs that we've had. Mm-hmm. It'll be on the chest of crystals and the box of crystals. So I don't know, whatever. I'm still waiting for the warehouse. Remember there was a warehouse of crystals back in the day?
I know, right?
I'm waiting for that one. I think it was $200, but you get a bunch of it. Classic gear, limited time for new and returning players. Grab this discount on classic gear. I have no idea what classic gear is, but it's probably like the old stuff, whatever the Carbantes and stuff like that. Double drop GL Ray, GL Kylo. So we already knew that. That's coming. Celebration May the 4th. You already talked about the double drops for May the 4th. And then there's just a bunch of packs, man. I mean, I can go through these real quick.
Sure.
Faction bundle, Rebel ships. So that Rebel ship pack, I think we've seen that in the past. Legendary gear bundle for Holdo for whatever reason. So Holdo's part of that. May the 4th, gear bundle 1. No clue what's in here, but it's a 20% bonus value of whatever gear bundle 1, gear bundle 2. Gear bundle 2 has Chirotechs in it, so there's gonna be a Chirotech pack or something. Relic enhancement bundle.
We've seen that before.
So yeah, I think we've seen that before.
Yeah, we've seen that. There's still.
I'm looking for the arrow magnifiers that's the gear. Is that the Relic 8 piece that we need? So. Arrow magnifiers. Okay, so there's gonna be a pack here. There is a 4%. So it's a Relic bundle pack, but the red tape on it is there is a 4% chance of obtaining, and it has a list of a bunch of stuff, and in there is the 20 arrow magnifiers. Oh, these guys are asses. Damn it. So it does not now you get 15 arrow magnifiers, I guess. There's something here, 160. But then there is a 4% chance of getting 20 arrow magnifiers. So whatever that's going to work. Why do they got to do that, man? Because I'm all about the Relic 8 crap I want to get. Clone Trooper. Okay, so something about Clone Trooper. That's probably a Wrecker thing. Crystal Announcement. So just the announcements. Vanquished Villains Bundle. Mm-hmm. Boost your roster's power. Okay, so AAT and Rancor gear. So they have a bundle for that. Okay. Zeta Material Mega Bundle. 40% chance of obtaining 10 Zeta ability materials. Okay, so there's going to be a bunch of these little gambling packs. Mm-hmm. So there's a Zeta one. There's a Relic one. Then we get into the Wrecker bundles, which we covered. May the 4th gear bundle for $25. I'm going to assume this is all the right side gold stuff. So I'll keep it at that. Energy bundle. So 400 energy, 400 cantina, 400 ship energy, etc. Credits and shipbuilding material. There is a $65 bundle 2 pack. Okay, so it's a bunch of stuff, Chirotechs and all that. Okay. Not seeing anything crazy here. Oh, there's the May the 4th Trove pack. So that's the one they give you 330 shards for 5,000 crystals. There is a chance to get Bo-Katan 330 shards.
Yeah, good luck.
So Bo-Katan, Dark Trooper, Armorer, Moff Gideon, Quill, IG-11. So all the new ones are there except Bad Batch. Looks like Bo-Katan is the newest character, so you have a chance of getting 330 shards.
Yeah, good luck.
Whatever. Yeah, but all 100 other tunes are in there too. So
yeah, good luck.
And then Freedom Fighter pack. So it's just a bunch of bundles, man. Freedom Fighter faction bundle. So it's the again the ship bundle I think we talked about earlier. So that's about it for now.
Okay.
That's what we got.
All right. So that is all the news at the moment. Quite a lot of news. And Loki, we got questions coming out the yin yang, man. You ready to rock and roll with some questions, man?
Bring them in, man.
Here we go, brother.
Let's do it.
Thane, did you ever come back? Are you alive? Can we like check? Meow, check Dane, man. Is he breathing? What happened? All right. Let me look here. All right, we're starting with the questions. So, guys, again, the format for questions. Actually, first, if you guys want to hit that thumbs up, please do. It's very important for YouTube and the algorithm of getting our content out there to the YouTube world. So, if you haven't hit that thumbs up, please do. It's YouTube. It's not like Twitch. You watch the video the whole way through. The longer someone views, the better.
I don't know who you are.
Sakes, Kermit.
I don't know what you want. If you're looking for ransom,
they're playing with the. Yeah.
I can tell you, I don't have money, but what I do have are a very particular set of skills. Skills that I've acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. If you let my daughter go now, there will be the end of it. I will not.
Might have to start putting limits on those packs.
Could you please? Yeah, I got spammed like a motherfucker today.
I will look for you. I will find you, and I will kill you.
Yeah. Kermit Taken just making his appearance here. So there you go. Yes, if you could put some limits on that would be fantastical. Jesus Christ. All right. Meow Meow, the lovely Meow Meow, just sent me Wrecker's. Jesus Christ. I'm looking at Wrecker's kit. His 500 400 Carbantes. I mean, gearing up the Bad Batch is going to be a freaking nightmare, dude.
It's a gear dump, man.
It's a total gear dump, dude. I mean, I think they'd be great, but goddamn, 400 Carbantes for each character. I mean, if they do throw it as a requirement for one of these Galactic Legends, man, I'll be one of the first ones to get pissed because that's just absolutely nuts, dude.
I don't think you'll need them, man. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So
don't worry about it.
We've been surprised before, Loki.
I'm not worried about it, brother.
Oh Christ!
Don't worry. So here's the deal, right? It's episode 3, man. Here, you read the road ahead.
I know.
It says episode 3 Kenobi, man. There is no Bad Batch in episode 3. I'm not. Again, it's just pure logic here, but I don't think you're gonna need them. I think you're gonna need other stuff. But I don't think you're going to need Bad Batch for that.
Okay.
No way.
All right. Let's see here. All right. Questions. So hit the thumbs up. Do the view. We got interrupted by Kermie. But watch the video all the way through all that bullshit that you just heard me say before.
Thanks everybody for the channel points too.
Absolutely.
That's just new stuff that Ranger and I are working on. And we want to make the channel obviously a lot more fun and interactive. And we do appreciate the bits, but we also want to give you the opportunity to use those channel points that you've accumulated, So.
Oh my God!
Speaking of which, Fourth Ukagi hasn't said a goddamn thing this whole time. Just spammed us with the.
What's up?
Oh, now you want to come back?
Yeah, I'm back. What's up?
This whole time, man. Where the hell were you? Did you have to poo or something? What the hell?
No, sorry, I had a work cough. I didn't expect it to go that long.
One hell of a work call. Jesus Christ. I need names and numbers. You missed the entire thing, man.
I know. I'm sorry.
That's all right. The work happens, brother. All right. You ready for some questions?
Yeah.
All right. So now, if you guys have questions, remember the format. If you have a question, put your question in the chat. Make sure you put the word question for your actual question statement, and then we will get to your questions. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot tonight. I can already see a ton here, so let's start rocking and rolling. Obi-Wan for me says, question, I've been hoarding resources for the next Galactic Legend. If I can literally get Galactic Legend Kenobi soon after he drops, should I go all in or take a short detour on...
That's what I did. Oh my God, we've eaten my lunch.
Why would you do that?
Oh my God.
Why would you interrupt me in the middle of this, you son of a bitch? God damn it. Let's start from again. All right, get that Felicia shit out of here. Trying to read a question. His question from Obi says, question, I've been hoarding resources for the next Galactic Legend. If I can likely get GL Kenobi soon after he drops, should I go all in or take a short detour on Bando since I have his ship in 12 days? Ooh, this is a good one. Bando or go get Kenobi?
Wait for the Kenobi kit.
I wait for Kenobi
come
kit.
out.
Yeah, before you do anything, wait for Kenobi
Wait
kit.
for all the kits to come out, man.
Because gearing Mando himself, man, it's horrible. It's one of the worst gears I've ever.
Well, he's making the Bad Batch look,
nice.
Bam. No, I mean Bam is looking really good as opposed to gearing up Bad Batch.
Oh no,
right
we
now.
had 500 card attacks on that piece of shit too, and the stun guns.
I think
for
like
Bontes,
2,000
the
of them
stun
right
comes.
now.
Good God.
But always wait for the kits, Obi-Wan. And
I mean, how can you be?
how did they do the Galactic Legend in the past? Did they release all the requirements first and then the kit? Is that what they did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So
I would wait.
We're not getting it till June anyway. So
yeah.
Because even if you went and got Mando right now, Beskar Mando right now, still gives you at least a month.
It's like every time I jump on it tips.
XO, thank you for the bits, brother. Everyone's getting ready for Twitch tonight, Loki. They're ready for you and Boo Boo to do some GAC here in about 3 hours. Christ, they're already started in, man.
Hi, Felicia.
Yeah, all right, get out of here, Felicia. Get that shit out of here. All right.
Well, also here's the thing though with the ship. We're only gonna unlock it at 4 stars?
I thought it was 5-star unlock.
Well, 5 stars, whatever it is. But normally ships need to be 7 stars for them to be really viable in the arena. So I would wait to see what what the whales figure out, what that fleet looks like, and then assess.
Yeah, I'm agree with that. Freeman, aka Mr. Key, says, when is Boo Boo streaming? She never tells me. Loki, do you want to respond to the
I normally stream at 9:30 Pacific, so that's my target, and I'll stick to that. And if she wants to come on, she can come on. No worries.
I mean, she said she was coming on. She made it seem like she was coming on. Did I misread everything that she was saying in the chat and all the excitement and shit that I was seeing?
Yeah, well, she's really excited because I think she's supposed to be fighting somebody really important. Okay. I don't know. She was really excited. She was yelling a lot, so I couldn't follow it at all.
These things happen. John Moran, question: how many Jedi will we need to relic for Galactic Legend Kenobi? Wow, let's go through them. Luminara, Eth Koth.
The entire Jedi Council,
yeah,
man. How about that?
Yeah. Qui-Gon Jinn will be a part of that. Cody's going to be a part of that.
That's what I did. Oh my God, we've eaten.
Go to hell, Fourth Akagi.
I was just showing how excited she was.
Yeah.
So the requirements in the game, it's 15 requirements.
Right. We already have 5, so we have 10 more.
And we have 5.
Yep.
And we already got the ship there, so the ship's done.
Yeah. 10 more characters.
Got 10 more characters. I mean,
you throw Cody
how many well, let's bring up Galactic Republic Jedi. Let's
Cody's a lock for sure.
Yeah, Cody's a lock.
Well, they had the most interaction, right? He had the most interaction with Cody as a clone. So that
he's his
totally
Rex.
makes sense.
Yeah, that's his homie right there.
Yeah.
That's totally okay. So let's see this. Jedi Knight Guardian. Even though Jedi Knight Guardian was like Old Republic, right?
Yes. Counselor and those 2 are Old Republic, so they're out.
Yeah, but the problem is they're marked as Galactic Republic, but it's like, damn, man, like, okay. So let's
I think Sarge might be one.
Jedi Knight Guardian, Coruscant Underworld Police.
Oh no!
You really want to reach deep here, but let's go Jedi Council. We got Eth Koth, I'm a Gundai, Kit Fisto,
Plo Koon,
Jedi Counselor, Plo Koon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 right there.
Luminara, Qui-Gon Jinn, Cody.
That's 8 right there. So 2 more.
Yeah. If they put Cup in there, I am going to lose my mind. I will go.
I think it's Sarge.
Yeah, I would see Clone Sarge in there. Yeah,
because he's needed for that special mission with him.
You can go Sarge and dude, you really want to throw a curveball on this? You throw Cam in there. There you go.
Well, yeah, that was
There's your
something.
Jedi.
That was a question I was getting a lot today during the Twitch stream. Is what do
Yeah.
we think about Cam? And I think we've answered this. Is that they're not going to just leave it because even only the top guilds are getting cam shards right now. Even the really good ones like mine, we're getting some cam shards, but not a lot because Lightside TV is so ridiculously hard at phase 3 and 4. I guarantee you he's going to become PAX.
How old is he though?
2
He's
years.
a year old already, right?
He's 2 years old, man. That's how old.
Almost
Long
2
time.
years.
Yeah.
So, dude, they've released packs already with Hermit Yoda. They've released packs. They can release packs. Thane
Weekly
mentioned
shipments.
this. I'll give Thane credit. I don't give him a lot of credit, but I'll give him credit for this one. Last month, Thane mentioned that what if Bad Batch was good in the cam mission? What if you throw Wrecker in there and the dude will just take all the hits from the B2s and Django and the Reek or whatever and what if that dude is OP and he makes the cam mission so easy that your guild now can get cam shards as long as they got like Bad Batch. Like, I mean, I can totally see them doing that, man. I mean, Cam is I mean, dude, he's they had interactions together. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, when I'm thinking about Galactic Legends, they're not going to allow if people cannot go for Kenobi because they can't get cam other than the mission. They've completely killed any revenue that they're going to get. Why would you spend any money whatsoever when you have to wait months and months and months to finish cam? That would just be, they would kill
Well, people
them.
will go jump guilds and go get cam
Even
shards,
if
man,
they
'cause you
can't.
do it now.
I know, but you can only do one live side TB at a time. This isn't like the C pit, right? So you can only go.
I get that, but you can go into another guild and get 50 shards, man. I mean, that's not stopping anybody, you know?
Right, but I mean, you're only, so I'm just saying, even then, right? So
What if they added cam in the Conquest store?
I don't think they are with Ahsoka coming in. See, I think he's going to be a pack, and I think he's going to go into weekly shipments.
That's possible.
Yeah, so. All right, let's see here. Next question. Obi-Wan, for me, says, question, do you think the shipload of changes at the bottom of the road ahead was merely a funny phrase, or does it signal lots of ship's content coming soon? I think the latter. I mean, Crumb's notorious for this. He wouldn't have, come on. He's being cheeky here and not too subtle. There's some ship stuff coming. What does that mean? I don't know. Quality of life, more ships, raids, more events with ships. I have no idea. Anybody else? You guys want to take a gander of shipload of changes? I mean, first thing comes is like ship loadouts, but I mean, what else do you guys think?
I'm going to say that they are going to integrate ships into existing modes a little bit more. So you could see ships in, what is it? Not Conquest. What's the other one called? Galactic, whatever. You could see ships. Correct. Yeah. So you could see ships there. I could totally see that happening. I could see them doing it in Conquest. We've been speculating a ship raid for 5 years, probably, or whatever. So that's a possibility as well. For them to do loadout, if they're going to do loadouts, then that means they are like what Crumb said in the post. I mean, they're getting ready for a shipload of stuff. So they want to reinforce that ships is an important part of this game. I know they've let it linger, and people have lost faith in it, but it's here to stay, I think, and it's a good source of crystal income. But at the same time, I think with Razor Crest coming, I feel like they're going to do some kind of like a Mando event with the ships. Like, it's going to be that chase or something with Moff Gideon's ship or something like that. I mean, I don't know, but I just feel like they're going to integrate ships a little bit more now and pay a little more attention to it, in my opinion.
All right. Kenpachi 1017 question. So how much was that Relegate material bundle again? $49.99. Or do you think they will make the salvage material accessible outside Crankcore? Other than packs, no. Do you guys see salvage, especially the higher level salvage, coming outside of packs, being anywhere outside the C pit raid and stuff?
Which one? The arrow magnifiers?
Any of that stuff. I mean,
it's available in Conquest. All that's available in Conquest.
That's true. It is available in Conquest. So
yeah.
you don't want to get Ahsoka.
Conquest is going to be like the new PvE. You know, play at your own time. That's going to be the new mode, man. They're building that thing up.
Yeah.
They're doing all these tweaks. They're loading up the store. They're putting stuff in there we want. You know, like they're putting Ahsoka in there. They're putting Razor Crest in there. So I mean, this is the future. Like, I mean, I don't think, you know, the guild event tokens, I think are just gonna be sitting there now. They're gonna go the way of the
well, for gear,
Galactic War tokens. You know,
you still got
and the
yeah,
new,
you still got stun guns and all that other shit in there. So I don't think those are going anytime soon.
Yeah, and those stores are working, right? Like, I mean, you know, I don't think they're gonna do the whole gas thing like what they did before, where they lock them behind get one, right? You know, but I think they're getting that Conquest store ready to go. It's going to be it's going to be the new thing, you know, for them to work on. So they got to make this game mode good, you know.
All right, Fatality V2 question: do you think CG would be super nasty and make canon a requirement for Galactic Legend Kenobi? Wouldn't shock us, but I think that
yes,
yeah, I mean, wouldn't shock us in the slightest.
They should.
Let's see here. We've already beat that horse to death. So let's we answer that question. Kenpachi, do you think they will add Jedi Master Kenobi to that light side GOTV mission with Cody that nobody can beat? Huh. No. I
think territory battle's done. Like they can't change anything in that thing. They can't even fix what is it? There's still an issue with like Grievous's ship, right? Like you can't use it in Dark Side.
Yeah.
And that's been an issue for 2-3 years now, right? 2 years. So I don't think they're touching that whole game mode anymore. Like it's done. Then the next thing we'll see is a reskin. And I could totally see them doing like territory battle Mando, you know, like I could totally see them doing that next. Because we all like the Mando stuff. So
yeah. All right, LC question: is CG cruel enough to make us roll a cup? They better not. I'll go bananas. I'll go bananas on their ass. That will be the most worthless relic character we have ever seen in this
like
game.
Who's going to be the Darth Sidious for, you know, like Darth Sidious is probably the worst character.
Well, some of those Jedi are pretty not good.
For C.
Yeah,
it's Mace, man. What are you talking about?
It's Mace. Good
no,
call.
Mace is only Relic 3. That's not bad. That's not bad.
It's not good either.
It's not Relic 7.
No, that's true. It's not Relic 7. God, they better not.
No, I mean, if it's like Eth Koth or Relic 7, dude,
God,
that's gonna be brutal.
Lord Wick, question: check out the journal guide. GL Kenobi is in there. Yeah, we touched on that already, Lord Wick, a while back with it.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
We had breaking news, and that was some of the breaking news. So, Wolfell question: if ships are going to be important, doesn't it show how stupid the GAC changes are now? Why they could always add ships to it later on. I mean, why couldn't they get like they did before when they did ships? I mean, they've changed the just the brackets of where you place in GACs to where you're facing and rewards and stuff, which was very minute, but it's just like the divisions you're in. So, and then the amount of teams you'll need. If they do change ships like they did before, I mean, that was just something they dropped on us. Hey, one more fleet for offense and defense once ships get caught up. That wouldn't be that much of a significant change.
Yeah, I'm hoping they dropped the third fleet on defense at the 1 year mark when they introduced the 2 on defense.
Yeah,
which is later this year.
So I mean, I don't agree with that statement. All right, let me see if there's any other questions. If not, I think we're kind of caught up. Man, what a night!
Oh,
man.
I thought we were gonna have a buttload of questions.
I'm looking. No, there's not a buttload of questions. Maybe because we did such a good job of breaking it down and giving our opinions and stuff like that. Looking one more time here. Yeah, that's all the questions. Huh.
Darth Revan 1023. Mace is the Sidious and Rose. No, man. I mean, Mace wasn't bad.
He's got a ship.
He's only a Relic 3, and he's a. Hey, you know what? I think I've said this before. I really think Mace's capital ship going to be good with the bounty hunters, man.
I agree.
I don't know what you guys think. But
I agree. 1,000%.
Seriously, like we remember how the Mace timeout fleet was, and if you have like if you have like a Relic 8 Houndstooth and that thing keeps healing and the taunt keeps jumping everywhere and then Mace's AoE does target lock everywhere, and then Razor Crest is going to be like minus 35% crit damage, and IG 2000 is going to be minus 25% crit chance. Like that, I think Mace's capital ship might be the winner for. I know CG said Thrawn, but CG's suggestions, I never listen to them, and we're usually right when we don't listen to them, and I'm really feeling Mace's capital ship for the bounty hunter squads and ships. Seriously.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. LC question: what will be the time spacing for the next Galactic Legend? I'm going to say we're not going to get anything with the next Galactic Legend until August, September. He's going to be a fall character. I mean, you have the summer with Kenobi and all this, with everything. I think it's not going to be till August, September, because we know November, December timeframe is going to be when we start getting into the new characters for the Book of Boba Fett. Do you guys disagree? Have a different timeline? I mean, I think it's going to be 3 or 4 months after they announce him, and you can get him, that we'll see the next Galactic Legend. Because they still have to go through the whole process of announcing the next round of who the characters are going to be and all that other bullshit too. So I think it's going to be at least 3 or 4 months before we see another Galactic Legend.
I think the next round of requirements for Kenobi is probably going to be May the 4th, man.
They already announced it. They said May 19th and June the 2nd will be the.
Oh, May. Okay, yeah. So yeah, and then that's it. It's off to the races. So June is going to be ready, man. So we have like a month and a half to maybe 2 months to start hoarding some energy and all that. So I mean, everybody hoard your energy, Google Play points, whatever you gotta do, man.
I'm using those double drops for the next 2 days. Are you kidding me, man? I'm going in there and trying to see if I can get some gear and stuff.
The May the 4th double drops? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, man. I'm going bananas, dude.
Okay.
I'm gonna go crazy there, bro. Look at him, tell you something. I'm going.
So when do you think we'll get the kit? You think we're gonna get the
June.
kit after the requirements, or do you think
after
we're
June
get the
2nd?
kit?
I think the week after we'll get the kit, and then 2 weeks after that
and then it drops.
Yeah, end of June, beginning of July.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Question from What Else 73. Question: Will we have a tier that requires a Relic 8 Mace to have Galactic Legend Lord Vader take a seat? Oh, God, take a seek, young Skywalker. Lord Megatron question: when do you think the Dark Side Galactic Legend will be released? We just covered that. Lord Wick 45 question: final battle for Galactic Legend Kenobi. Anakin versus Kenobi on Mustafar? Yes, it has to be.
Absolutely, man. It's got to be that lava scene, man. Like,
Come on,
I mean,
man.
that whole thing it's going to be. I think you go through the battle on each phase. I think that would be sick. Like, it starts at like the at the dock, where the ship is, and Padme comes out and starts crying and all that, and then they go for it, man. Yeah, and then he busts through.
You turned her against me. You have done that yourself. Your lust for power. I love that.
I'm excited to see his animations, man. I think if Jedi Master Kenobi looks as good as the Bad Batch does, that's gonna be killer, man. I know his animations are gonna be just wicked. And all of his, like, we don't know his kit, but I'm sure all of his kit is all of his sayings in that entire movie. So there's definitely going to be like a high ground unique, and there's going to be like hello there, and there's going to be all that crap, man. All the good lines, the one-liners, that he has, and I just can't wait, man.
Elliot Worsfold question says, do you think we'll get a new Jedi Council tag? Ooh, a new tag.
I could have sworn they would talked about that a long time ago.
Yeah.
Who knows? I think
it's a possibility.
I mean, you can only have 5 on a team, though. That's the problem, right? I mean, how many were on the Jedi Council? There were plenty.
12, 13 or something like that.
Yeah, unless you can make two squads of them. That would be kind of neat.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Lord Wickford 5 says, you think Galactic Legend Kenobi will be a tank? That's a great question. I would be shocked if he wasn't. But then again, I don't know.
Well, let's think about this. And I'm purely speculating because, so I'm looking at the GLs right now. We have 3 attackers and a tank. So Sith Eternal's an attacker. SLKR is an attacker. Rey is an attacker, but Jedi Master Luke is a tank. So I'm curious. We don't have a support. Is GK or is Jedi Master Kenobi a support type character? You think? You like I want to run Jedi Master Kenobi with GK, right? Like that's the team I'm envisioning in my head right now.
Right.
So, would he be better as a support character? I don't know. We don't have a support GL yet.
No.
So I'm just throwing that out there. He's definitely a leader. I mean, you can't have a GL that's not a leader, I don't think. But my vote would be support heavily or the tank. But I mean, to have both GK and Jedi Master Kenobi on a team, I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work.
I don't either, but we'll have to see how it plays out. So, we'll wait and see. All right. Question for Loki from Fatality V2. When is that relic bundle available?
Oh, the data mine I saw was all May the 4th stuff. So I'm going to assume all those packs are dropping May the 4th.
All right, Thane, I need you to handle Meow Meow. She's being silly with me in Discord. She says, imagine if we get Fallen Anakin in the fall. Get it? Fall in the fall? Like fall into the lava? See what
you want to talk about Fallen Anakin right now? If we get Fallen Anakin, I bet you're going to need to do the Relic 7 Tuskens right now.
Oh, God.
We talked about this on the pre-stream. It's the Tusken's fault that he is who he is. Because if they didn't capture his mom, and he didn't go there and kill all the Tuskens and the children and the women, then the movie would have ended.
They're animals, and I treated them like animals.
And you run that meta report or you run that gear report, whatever's out there, and you see how many people have relic Tuskens. Not that many. So
yes, indeed. Question.
CG watches this stream, man. I can read your guys' minds, man. They're gonna throw some crappy requirements out for Fallen Anakin if that guy happens,
What else in the 3 question? Loki, are you not going to tell us how many of your harem work at CG to tell you this stuff ahead of time? The first rule of Loki's harem is we don't discuss the harem. The second rule of Loki's harem is we don't talk about the harem. Do you not understand these are powerful women that could just claw your face off? I'm not dealing with that. They can't do that with Loki, for he is the sexy Buddha. You don't try to harm the god that you worship. But the rest of us are fair game. So I'm just throwing that out there.
Well, as a let's take a step back for a minute. Like Ranger, so you are going to go for Kenobi, right? You're not going for Sith Eternal now?
Yes.
What's your plan? Okay. So as a
especially now that I got my Relicate Dark Trooper.
Oh, Relicate, yeah, I did.
It's just so good. It's so good. It's so nice. Go ahead.
He's super good, man. No, so what I was getting at is, if you were in a free to play or a small whale, position in the game, and do you wait for Jedi Master Kenobi? Do you go for C, or do you go for the next one that's coming? You know what I'm saying? Like, where does it? Where do you commit?
Well, free to play, it's hard to say. Free to play for me is you have to wait and see. Look for what is being said after, because people are going to spend, but a lot of smart free to play look at like what is the final results before they make a decision.
I guess what I'm getting at is this: is if you have 2 GLs, let's say you're a player that has SLKR, and let's say you have Rey, and now you saw Jedi Master Kenobi. Who do you go for, right?
I would wait till after
Luke, Sith Eternal, or right?
Yeah, I have to see the kit, because then you can make a good choice.
Correct.
After that, so I would wait for the kit.
But then you're going to need the supporting cast too. That's
right.
Problem,
but once you make that decision as free to play, then you're all in, right? Then you're like, okay, I can see that. Let's just say Kenobi's ridiculous, right? And you're like, well, I'm going with Kenobi. So you take the good with the bad, you mix it up, and there you have the facts of life. All right.
So you're not going for Sith Eternal anymore, right? You are, even though Sith Eternal's proven, like he works. Right?
He works. So
And Sith Eternal probably can beat Jedi Master Kenobi. Like you knowing this in the back of your head. You know?
But I can beat Jedi Master Kenobi with the other teams. It's not like I don't have a wealth of riches of teams that I can use to, when I have Galactic Legends and doing GAC, right? So let's say I get Kenobi. That just gives me, again, another team along with everything else, especially if I go for Bad Batch, that I just, especially with the new changes to GAC, I'd rather have quantity over quality. I know what C can do, but he can't win defense. And I can put a lot of those teams on defense, and with the troopers and Jedi Knight Luke and Vader, I mean, I've got counters out the ass that I used on GAC that I'm not worried about, like which Galactic Legends I have now. I mean, it would make things a little bit easier, but you're never going to see C on defense. If you do, you just lick your chops and go, please, thank you, God, for just thank you, sweet Jesus, God, thank you. And then just take it from there. So, Elsie question, Loki predicted on one galactic release. Loki lives in California. Does Loki work in Sacramento? No, he does not. He's in California, but not that far north. Fatality V2, the timing on the new Galactic Legends is actually good for me. I finally Relic C last week, so now they're all Relic 8. Well, there you go.
Yeah, congrats.
Yeah, if you got 4, you're not sweating this. If you have 3, it's just a decision. I mean, if you want to get C, I'm happy for you. If you want to get Kenobi, I'm still happy for you. I mean, you still have 4 Galactic Legends out of 5.
I think C is amazing, dude. Honestly.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I think he's really good.
So here's one thing I wanted to add to on Jedi Master Kenobi. If you need Wat Tambor for Jedi Master Kenobi, I'm going to be upset, because I think it's stupid that the Jedi Master Luke team, the best team, is not a Jedi Master Luke lead, and you got to put Wat Tambor in that team. Like that is the dumbest thing. That CG let go by, and you put Jedi Master Luke lead on. I mean, you talk about, I lick my chops when I see Jedi Master Luke lead on defense. Like that's a stupid team. Like, I mean, I'm just like,
but yeah,
in 3v3, okay, I'll give it credit. It's better in 3v3 than 5v5 in my opinion. But any team where you can take in Darth Revan and just that team doesn't get a turn, like that's dumb. So what I'm getting at is, I want Jedi Master Kenobi to work, and I don't want him to be able to get cheesed. If somebody uses Darth Revan, right? I don't want him to get. I want Sith Eternal to have a hard time against Jedi Master Kenobi, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think Jedi Master Kenobi, I think C is a hard counter to any Jedi in the game. It's already proven, but I want Jedi Master Kenobi to not need Wat Tambor, to not need the armorer,
right?
And he can withstand Darth Revan. Like, if CG, you are listening, and you can give me these 3 things, I will be forever indebted to you, because that was a heartbreak for Jedi Master Luke, man. It's that dude sucks, and I hate to say it, but
he's the 4th best Galactic Legend.
He is awful, man.
I would say he's awful. I mean, so I used him.
You have to run Jedi Knight Revan lead. That's the problem.
In Arena, yes, but I used Jedi Master Luke lead today to absolutely destroy a Rey team with tanks out the ass. I mean, he burned through that team.
Yeah, but Sith Eternal does that with him and Watt.
I know, but
2v5, big banners.
But then SLKR uses Palpatine as toilet paper. I mean, I don't know what to tell you here. Like, there's balance on all over the place.
No, but that's not what I'm getting at. Is what I'm saying is Jedi Master Kenobi should work with the Jedi, and he doesn't need Wat Tambor, and he's in the leader spot, and his ultimate is actually good. Like, that's all I want. And I don't want him to be beaten by Darth Revan. I think that's ridiculous.
Right, I agree with that.
That's it. And I don't want him to be beaten by troopers either. I think that's dumb. Because to your point, Ranger, I think Relic 8 Dark Trooper is probably one of the best investments. If you have troopers ready to go and you got the mods, the trooper team will beat any Galactic Legend team except SLKR. And that's big. Like, that is huge. And I hope the troopers can't beat Jedi Master Kenobi. I'll throw that out there.
Yeah. All right. Question for Loki from Finn. What are you doing next Friday? Oh, for Christ's sakes.
I'm meeting with you. How about that?
Can you punch him for me?
I'm actually going to Vegas this weekend, so yes, Finn, it's going to work perfect.
All right.
If he is coming to town, I believe he is coming to town
next Friday, not this Friday, not this weekend, but next week.
This Friday, no, I'm gone for the weekend. Gonna go for some R&R. I don't know how I'm gonna do my GAC again. I think I just have to pre-record it and upload it later.
That's
but
fine. It's all good.
I'll deal with that with Nev, and I'll message you, Ranger, and see how I do it. But next Friday is game on. Whatever.
Okay.
Whatever Finn wants.
All right. Let's see here. Elsie says, question: could CG be using Galactic Legend Kenobi as a Trojan horse to use up everyone's hoarded resources, knowing that better, stronger GL will come shortly afterwards? That's a lot of assumptions. When you assume you make an ass out of you and me, and I never do it. You're assuming that the next Galactic Legend is going to be spectacular. It could be Fallen Anakin, aka Lord Vader, and he could just be dog shit. Yeah, I mean, even with the best intentions.
He ain't going to be dog shit, dude. That guy's going to be good.
I mean...
dude, can I ask you something? If they make Lord Vader a Jedi and a Sith, would you be offended if it wasn't Darth Revan that they did the dual tag with yet? You know what I mean?
Well, no, because...
They could do it, man.
Because here's the reason why. The Revan that we have in the game is not the true Revan. It's not the Revan that's the great Lord of the Sith... and the Jedi Master version that we saw in the Old Republic, right? That's not that version of Revan we've received yet. We have not gotten that version yet. I don't think Fallen Anakin, if he was the next Galactic Legend to be announced, should have the Jedi tag. I'm sorry. He gave that up as soon as he cut Mace Windu's arm off and then killed a bunch of younglings. That shit went out the door when that happened.
He still went to the temple and he was flashing his badge and he got entry and the little kids were... Oh, Master Skywalker, what are we gonna do? And then
he wasn't flashing shit. He had Jedi, the claw. They started wrecking everybody immediately. He didn't flash shit. He is still a Jedi. He is not a Jedi, man. He gave that shit up. Adventure, excitement. A Jedi cares not these things. Let's see. I think that was the last question. I think that's it. All right, so we can start wrapping it up, man. Really good stream tonight. A lot of great information. Answered a buttload of questions. So, 12:30 Eastern, 11:30 Central. I'll be there with Sir Locomotive after I go shower and take a break because I have been streaming for an ungodly amount of hours today, but it was worth it because there's a lot of stuff. We had GAC. We did my GAC. Did we lose Thane? Thane just disappeared on our ass again. Must have got another work call. Oh, wait. Before we do, Moz says, question, can you farm dark side and light side tickets at the same time? I have 2 Galactic Legends that are about to overlap. Yeah, you can use energy for each one.
Yeah, they have their own energy.
Yeah, they have their own energy and their
red and blue energy, yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you farm tickets for one and then you go farm tickets for the other, you'll have 2 separate, I think, amount of tickets for each one, right? If I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, absolutely, Moss. I mean, we could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure we're correct on that.
I'm hoping my tickets are still there, man. So, the trick was you buy out the tickets before you go to the last... it's like Conquest. Like Conquest, when they announced they were going to stop Conquest in the middle of it to fix Luke.
Right.
I refreshed and I got my 319 energy or whatever it is, and then lo and behold, it was still there. So hopefully my light side energy is still there because it's maxed out, and I can jump in and do a bunch of the events right away.
There you go. So, but I don't think that should be a problem, Mozzie. The lovely Maz Kanata. Thank God for Maz, Loki, because she got me some cool stuff while they were at Disneyland because it was supposed to be Finn, and I said absolutely not because...
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, absolutely not. What happened to my screen here? They're trying to shut down? What the hell's going on? I can't see the damn... It's happening. Why did it... What the hell's going on?
I see it. It's still there.
No, I'm talking about for me. I have got all these multiple screens. They just went dark for a second. I'm like, hello, Bueller? Okay, so we're gonna wrap it up. So in 3 hours time we'll go see Loki on his stream. I'm gonna go shower, maybe snack on something, and then rock and roll, and then you can check Loki and the lovely probably Boo Boo Kitty as we do GAC and have a good time and just drink and be merry and over at and do his GAC with her at GAC, and then we will wrap it up. So with that, make sure you hit the thumbs up as you get your way out. Subscribe if you haven't already. Follow us here on YouTube and Twitch. Make sure you sub on Twitch if you really want to. Also, if you have any questions, we have an awesome Discord channel you can jump into, and you can follow us on Discord and ask your questions. If we didn't get to any of your questions tonight, but I think we were pretty thorough with everything, and I'm sure there'll be more questions. But we got plenty of streams. We got the lunch stream tomorrow and Friday, Jedi Academy on Saturday. Loki, you were supposed to be with me this weekend for Ladies' Night. You messed up.
When's that? Oh, Saturday?
Yeah, I told you about it.
I mean, I can try to jump on with voice, but yeah, I'm not going to be in town, so.
You better be on voice. You said you would be there, brother.
I will be at the Aria Casino in on the Strip in Las Vegas, having a grand old time. So
Lucky has failed us. All right,
I will have my own ladies' night.
Yeah, I bet you will. So, everyone, thank you guys for joining us again. If you want to support the channel, you can do that. All that stuff, it supports the channel, the view time, the thumbs up, all that stuff. And then, if you want to support us in other ways, you can sub on Twitch. You can become a Patreon sponsor. What else is there? I can't remember. We have Amazon wish lists and all this other shit. I'm not going through all that stuff. But thank you guys for being here. Have a great rest of your night. Thank you for hanging out with us. And we'll see you in a few hours for Loki's GSC. And then, shit, we'll just see what happens after that. So be safe, and we'll holler at you soon.